Perfect. I'm gonna demonstrate an upper body band exercises. I've got 3 different kinds of bands with me today. I've got ones that have handles on them. I also have one that's connected. They're more called leg bands. And then lastly, I've got TheraBands. For each of the exercises, I'm going to demonstrate using one of these bands, but you can do any of these exercises for any bands that you may have. The bands are very, very cheap to purchase, so they're not a huge investment, and you can pretty much buy them all on anywhere. So from Walmart to Amazon to just about anywhere that carries any type of exercise equipment. So first off, for these are going to be more strength related. So we're gonna complete these for 8 to 12 repetitions. First off, I'm gonna stand on the band. I'm gonna have the handles out to my side. We're gonna do bicep curls, which means I'm gonna lift up and back down. I'm gonna work my bicep muscles when I do these. 8 to 12 repetitions. This is general strength, so for these you can take nice and slow. You can take a break in between each of these exercises if you need to grab a glass of water, or even if you do these during your work day and you want to just be able to do 8 to 12 of them, pull them out, you got more work to do, you can do your work and then move back to the next thing. Because the nice thing about bands is they don't take up a lot of space and they don't weigh much. Next, I'm going to show you a tricep extension, so I'm going to use a small band for this one. With this one, I'm going to have one arm pressed in front of me, and with the opposite arm, which is going to be doing, so my right arm for this, is going to be actually doing the exercise. I'm going to pull down. So you can kind of see here. So obviously, I'm only working one arm at a time this time. Same with the other arm. Just pulling down in front of me. Next, I'm gonna try a shoulder press. I'm gonna use the TheraBand for this one. I'm gonna go back to having it standing underneath my feet. So with a shoulder press, this is nice and stretchy. So the lighter band, which is a little bit easier, you'll have to do one band at a time or one arm at a time. You'll just put it in front of you and stretch up with the opposite. This one, I'm gonna go both arms at the same time. I'm just gonna push straight up and back down. You don't have to get them fully in the air, as they don't have to be locked. We just wanna make sure we're pushing straight in front and back down again. Good. Each of these, again, we do for 8 to 12 times. Recommended 2 to 3 sets, so you can do 2 to 3 rotations of each. Next, I'm gonna do bent over rows. So I got them between my legs again. I'm gonna bend slightly over. And these I'm just gonna pull up, let them go back down. If you need to have a wider stance, or if you need to tie this up so that you get more band, you can do that. It's normally a little bit easier with one of the other bands, as it's got less material to work with. But with these, I'm just bent over, I lift up and back down. And I'll show you kind of the difference between a row and a fly. That was a row, so my arms are kind of dangling in front of me and I go out to the side. A fly, we try and stretch, so really pull the shoulder blades together. So I'm just gonna use one leg for this. For this, I'm actually just gonna go out, go back in front. So I just pull that band out into the side. Bands have a lot of varying weights. This is a light band, so it stretches very easily. Some of the heavier bands are just much harder to stretch. Next, I'm going to the TheraBand. Show you what a side raise. So working our shoulders up, out to the side. Let them return back to the normal position. So up to your shoulder height and back down. And back down. All right. Last exercise that I've got up for us is a chest press. If you have a door attachment, you could always attach one of these to a door so that it's behind you, or you can use a chair if you need to, or you can just use your back. Try and push straight out. This is going to be a little bit not as stretchy as I want it to, but general concept is you push straight out in front of you, let it go back. So if you need to tie that band so that you're able to extend it further, you can do that. This is a chest press, pushing straight out in front of you. You can also lay on the ground with this so that it's right behind you. Makes it a little bit easier.